What's up, everybody? I'm at my parents' house and I picked up some ribeyes, and I'm going to show you today how to pan sear some steaks using a cast iron skillet. To get started, we're going to put some avocado oil on, just for the binder, just for the salt and pepper, because that's all we're doing today. We're keeping it simple. And we'll also be putting some more of that inside the pan itself once we're ready to put these on. And what we'll be doing once we start getting some of the cook going is we'll then put butter in the pan. Since one of these is for Brittany, we're using a vegan butter for her because she can't have dairy. And then I've got just regular, I think this one's unsalted butter. And we'll use that for baste. Went ahead and got some salt on there, so put a good amount. And then we'll do a little bit of some salt, some pepper. And one of the things you can do when you're doing steaks in the pan, and really just in general, is there's two different ways you can season it before. You can also season it afterward. So you would put it on the pan without anything on it, and then you season afterwards. All right, so I've got the steaks covered in salt and pepper, and we're just waiting for these to come down in temperature just a little bit more, or come closer to room temperature. That's my niece in the background. She's getting a bath. Nope, she's not in the bath. So what we're gonna do is when the steak is warmed up a little bit more, we'll put it in here. We're gonna go closer to high heat because we want to make sure we get a nice solid sear on the outside. And then we'll put the butter in and then do some basting. While we're waiting for this to warm up, we are going to start with Brittany's, and we're gonna put it on, typically depending on how hot it's running. So I've got it just above medium, so here's medium. It's got it just a little bit above medium so that way we get a good sear on the outside. And it just helps to seal in all the flavors. So again, another way you can do this is instead of putting the seasoning on beforehand, you can wait and season after, at the very, very end, once you've let it rest and all that. But today, we're gonna go with the traditional way of just doing salt and pepper first. And we should be looking at about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, especially this one because it's a bit bigger. These also are bone in, so you want to also accommodate some time for that, because right near where the bone is going to be it's going to take a little bit more time to cook, but I think it is about that time. Yep. So we'll go ahead and take this. I'm just making sure I get nice, good, even, flat, kind of sit on it. So now we set a timer and we'll let it cook. It's been 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and flip this and see how we're looking so far. So got a good crust going so far. And now that we sit it back in, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put butter in and start the basting process. So a good amount of butter. For this next part, you're going to need something to hold over your hand because you're going to be near the hot part of the stove. So now we lift, and then we'll scoop this and start basting the top. We'll give that another minute and a half. We'll flip it and we'll do it one more time. All right, so it's now been enough time, so we're gonna do the sides. For this, we don't have to do it too long. Just give it a maybe 5 to 10 second count. See that underside? Oh yeah, looks good. Right. Let's lay back down, turn the heat off, and then we'll just do one final base, and then we'll take it off. So we've now got the steak plated. We're gonna take the rest of this butter and pour it on top. Butter, just to give it some extra flavor. Now the hardest part, we let it sit. Give it about 5-10 minutes and then you're ready to cut. All right, so I've got my steak in here. All right, steak number 2. Just plate it. Butter. Give it 5 minutes, and we'll cut it open. All right, it is finally time to get this open. So first, we're gonna take the bone off. We'll take a look at the inside. Yum. And just slice into this a little bit. I like the fatty pieces, so I am excited to eat these. There we go.